I'm Oracle's anchor-in-chief, Juan Vasquez-Gonzalez.
And I'm your favorite arts major turned barista, Elizabeth Wheeler. Today is Friday, February 28th, 2025, and this is
Next Week Now! Did you enjoy watching Next Week Now this year? Have you ever wanted to work on a TV show? Do you want to be an anchor for next year's broadcasting season? I have great news. All you have to do is sign up for Digital Communications 2. In DC2, you will get the chance to work on the nationally recognized and award-winning MVHS Oracle publication. You'll get amazing opportunities to write articles, take photos, design a newspaper, produce a podcast, and yes, work on Next Week Now. Already sold? Make sure to sign up for the Digital Communications 2 course when selecting your 2025-2026 classes. And luckily for you aspiring anchors, you won't have to deal with my Lettuce for Brains co-host.
Hey! Do you enjoy creative writing? The Creative Writing Club is hosting a literature magazine contest where students can submit snippets of longer works, poems, screenplays, and even a piece of artwork to accompany your work, or to be the front cover. Ready to get started? The Creative Writing Club meets every other week on Wednesdays in room 508. Submissions are open right now until March 31st for all those interested. For more updates, join the Google Classroom with code 5WHIM53. That's 5WHIM53.
If you're an upcoming senior or junior who hates conventional education or just has a few free periods to fill, consider joining Freestyle Academy next year. Freestyle offers several creative classes for people who just can't get enough of the arts. Choose between film, design, or animation, as well as the mandatory English and digital media courses. Freestyle lets you bring your creative vision to life, whatever dark and twisted abomination that may be. The program is open to both Mountain View and Los Altos students. No prior experience is required, but spots are limited. Visit freestyleacademy.rocks to learn more.
Hadestown tickets are on sale now. Tickets are $11 for students, $21 for adults, and $16 for senior citizens. Or you can upgrade to the Elite or Olympus class tickets to enjoy exclusive perks such as reserved seating, souvenir cups, and breaking one of theater's most sacred rules, enjoying beverages inside the house. Visit this link to get the tickets now, because this show will sell out.
Sign-ups for the 2025 Copa MVHS close next week, Wednesday, March 5th. Led by Mecha and ambassadors, Copa MVHS is a 5v5 soccer tournament. The tournament begins on Tuesday, March 11th, with final matchups playing that Saturday, March 16th. Sign up solo or with a friend, but get in quick, Spartans. Scan this QR code now to join the tournament.
La registración para Copa 2025 se cierra el miércoles próximo 5 de marzo. Liderado por el Club Mecha y los embajadores Copa en VHS, es un torneo de 5 contra 5. El torneo empieza el martes 11 de marzo, la final siendo el sábado 15 de marzo. Puedes registrarte individualmente o con un amigo, pero háganlo rápido, espartanos. Escaneen este código para unirse al torneo.
Last weekend at the 2025 LENAEA Theater Festival, MVHS Theater took home 12 awards. We would like to congratulate Serene Khan for bronze in costume design, Soraya Uini for silver in costume design, Athena Dresden and Charlotte Eastham for gold in scenic design, Athena Hart for bronze in musical theater solo, Una Jebian for gold in musical theater solo, Athena Hart for Respondent's Choice Award in monologues, Una Jebian for Respondent's Choice Award in musical theater solo, Sierra Kelly for Spirit of LENAEA Award, Mountain View High School for silver in our one-act, Elizabeth Wheeler for silver in student-directed one-act play, Elizabeth Wheeler for gold in musical theater, and Juan Vasquez-Gonzalez for bronze in original script.
This is your last chance to buy grad night tickets at their current price, because tomorrow, March 1st, they will be increasing from $225 to $250, which doesn't sound like much, but that could buy you 5 whole eggs at the grocery store. Buy them now while they're still hot, Spartans.
No, we are not doing that bit again.
Oh, come on, Juan, don't be so rotten.
No, look at the sign. Told you. Now, your Spartan Spotlight.
We're ready.
Okay. I always don't know how to start these is the issue, so...
With a Star Wars opening crawl.
was...
I'll do the music for you, and you can do the crawl.
Welcome to Tasty Treats with Teachers. My name is Juan.
And my name is Mr. Hyken.
And we are sitting here today, and how are you?
I'm doing okay, Juan. I dragged you out of bed at 7:30 in the morning, which I apologize for. But you know what? You're here, I'm here. We both got nice kicks on, as the kids would say. So, you know, we're having ourselves a nice time.
I really appreciate it. I don't think the camera can see this, but you do have flamingo shoes, or flamingo socks, I should say.
Socks for me, they're a fun thing. You know, they're hidden, yet secretly they show a little bit about yourself, Juan.
Well, first off, I want, in case people don't know you, just to introduce yourself, what you do here on campus, just things that you participate in, crimes you committed, that sort of thing.
For sure, for sure. So the greatest crime I've committed is educating Juan his freshman year. But besides that, I am a social studies teacher. I teach ethnic studies. I teach AP European history. I'm the Jewish Student Union club advisor. I advise the Magic the Gathering Club. My
That's a
boys,
thing?
it's a thing. We gather and we do magical things together. So it's quite enjoyable. So yeah, I enjoy being here. I've been here for about 12 years now, and it's been a lot of fun.
So I think the first thing I want to talk about is sort of when people enter the room, they sort of see a lot of different things. And I want to ask you about some of your favorite things
Sure.
in this room and what they mean to you, the context maybe behind them, whether they be all the Star Wars things, all the dinosaur things, all the other things.
For sure, for sure.
Whether they be students or otherwise, it's very interesting that they're in your room. And that's not a bad thing either. It's more of there's a lot of personality. And so I'm just curious about that personality and why you include it in your room and what that means to you.
Yeah, so I think one of the fun things about this room is that most of the strangest and most bizarre things in here were not actually mine. They were actually given to me by students based off of kind of just spontaneous inside jokes that developed over the course of the school year. I think you, Juan, specifically, might be able to speak a little bit to the sheer number of Nicolas Cage paraphernalia in here, because we're going to go on the record. We're going to go on the record. Juan caged my room at one point in time. He caged it. He literally caged my room. He bombed it. I'm going to look directly at the camera. Juan caged me. He caged me. Mark it down. Covered the room with
There's
pictures
no
of
way.
Nicolas Cage. He brought a Nicolas Cage cardboard cutout, which still ordains my room. There was technically another student that played a role in this as well, although I don't want to out her publicly. So, a lot of these things were just dropped off by students. I really want students to be able to feel welcome in the space. I want them to be able to decorate the space. There's a whole back whiteboard wall that is quite bizarre, kind of, dawdled with student artwork and whatnot. There are a lot of things in here that are, mine. Like, obviously, I will not deny that I love dinosaurs and that I love Star Wars. These things would fall into the category of things that my wife doesn't want in our house, so they are here. They don't fit the aesthetic. That means something. I do like Star Wars. Actually, when I was at UC Berkeley, I taught a class on the history of the Star Wars galaxy. I actually had a lecture hall with over 100 students in it, and we did all the lore from the origins of the Star Wars universe through the stuff that happened, beyond the movies until Disney came around and murdered it all. Disney murdered Star Wars. So yeah, I think that I try to have it be a fun space. I want, one of my kind of philosophies with school is that obviously I want to make sure that I'm creating a really kind of rigorous and demanding learning environment that prepares students for the next level. But I also want that to be the least brutal form of that possible. That there is fun and there is joy and there is other things to celebrate besides just kind of academics and learning, because we're people, and at the end of the day, learning is just one part of the very, very broad ecosystem of what we do at school.
There's two really interesting things that I want to ask you about. Two things that I never really understood about your room, but I did appreciate. One, our room, also yourself, because
You don't understand me?
no, not really.
Fair point.
First off, and with that, I've been Juan Vasquez Gonzalez.
And I've been Elizabeth Wheeler, and this has been
Next Week Now!